Hey guys, welcome back, This is Ranquist here, and sorry I had to move my microphone, but this is episode number 15, and boy, do I have some new things for you. Okay, so I've had some time in the past week and a half or so while I was crazy busy at work, just to think about all the progress I've made. So let's recap some of the things that we've been able to do. And I really have done a lot of work, and this here is part of it. So when we first came on to the server, we started at base. We made a little base. We did a little contribution, and then we went and set off on our own little destination, a little boat, chug, all the way over to here. If we remember, over here was a little island that is now since demolished into a bridge, where we started our little hidey hole, and we made our way back through the Nether and claimed this place as our own. Now, we did explore a lot, which is great. And the first thing I did was I built this bridge. I built this bridge, and our mine was down there. And from there, we've set off on our journey. And a lot of things stuck and a lot of things didn't, this being one of them. I don't really know what I'm going to do here yet. I probably may not know for a long time. But from there, we went off, we built a bridge, and we kind of started working this aqueduct. But in the meantime, we did build our little villa, which is great. And we kind of soared from there. We really worked in this aqueduct. We got our inn here, which is great. We got some roads all done. Then we went on and I got the stable. We started work on this guy, and then we moved on to the farming sections. So we've really come a long way in 15 episodes. I'd probably say 13, because the first two episodes weren't very productive. I mean, they were, but they weren't. Let's be honest. Not here, anyways. But as you can see, well, things are going to change, because I was not happy. I kind of went through a dull spot towards the last couple of episodes where I was just like, I like what I'm building, but I don't really like what I'm building. So I've had some change of hearts, and I'm kind of trying to not show things, but let's just come out and say it. So I have realized that I've been thinking way too minimalistic. In my plot placement, of course. Everything I've been trying to build, I've been trying to do in this little square footage area. We have a huge island down there, a huge island down that way. A ton of space. We've got the farming section over there. We've got this little section, which hasn't really been given a designation, but it's just kind of our entryway with our little house. So I am going to forego the arena over there. And yes, you can see, that's not a chunk loading glitch. I absolutely demolished that mountain. It's no longer there. The highest thing is those trees. And a little bit over there. And then from there, I was like, what do I want to do? I need to really wrap around. So I've been working on roads. Yep, roads just again. And our center court and roads. So this is some huge progress. I'm very happy with it. I've been starting to get really inspired, because I excel at roads. I find very good patterns, and I kind of roll with it. It suits my play style, right? So let's take a look at this. This is a lot different. If you guys remember from last episode, this was just a couple of squares looping around. Very boring. I did keep the orange theme, which is really nice. And as you can see, we've got some glowstone lamps, which is exciting. It's very exciting. So I really want to get away from using these torches as much as possible. And this is obviously how we're going to do it. So each one of the intersections, as much as possible. I mean, some of them are really difficult, like that one, but at least all the four-way intersections, and wherever I can kind of fit it in, are going to have this little design here. For the most part, this from here around is all the same, except for the center glass. And I haven't picked all of the exact colors. This may end up being orange. Who knows? I actually kind of like the contrast. Yellow on yellow. Bloop, bloop. Very nice. So as we go, and if we look, we come down this road. Bam. This is another intersection here. We've got some red, and most of the stuff down here is red. Yeah, and so I am actually going to probably hook all these lamps up under one circuit. May not be effective, I understand, but I want to do it because I can, of course. Oh, shoot. It's nighttime. Crap. Let's go to bed. Oh, out of arrows. No ammo, no ammo. Go, go, go. So, yeah, boom. Another one down there. Haha. Oh, crap. Now, one thing. Ooh, hello. I actually reworked this because the roads here I've actually started to redo. As you can see, I've got the stairs down in a cobblestone lined with smooth stone slabs. And these are actually these are stone slabs where you can see them. And this actually allows me to have circuits, or redstone, all the way underneath. The lamps are going to be right here on this white. Obviously, where there's a lamp, there's going to be a hole, of course, so that we can get some redstone underneath in connections as we take a nap. Yep. So that is my exciting plan for the base, which is sweet. It's something that I've always wanted to do, but I couldn't really think of how I was going to do it. So yeah, boom, hello. Yeah, and again, this is kind of tight, and I don't really want to move too many things. Hi, fire power. Okay, so let's come back this way. So yes. These roads can be lamps. These shops here, I definitely still want to do that. I want to have shops here and all over the place up here. So I'm actually planning on making this. Not only is it going to be shops, but I actually do really want ammo. I want ammo, yes. I kind of want it shops/storage. So I want to see if I can figure out how to turn this entire area here into a place where I can, not only can I decorate it with cool shop-looking things, but I can have like a deposit section, bloop, and then all my items scurry off in different directions and possibly go into each one of the shops. And I know it's a tall task and could be kind of laggy, but yeah, we'll try. So yes, so I was thinking, this was the plan. The plan was to come up here, level this mountain, and build an arena. Oh, which we got some ammo, right? Kill it. And, I could very well build an arena up here. I really could. But part of me is afraid that I'm going to get glowstone. Sweet. Part of me is afraid that I'm just going to run out of things to do all the way over here. We've got so much space. And yes, I was working a lot in this area. This is where I really got my inspiration. I dug back the mountain right till about there. If you remember, it was actually like right here, kind of sloping up sideways, and I needed some dirt to kind of fill this area in, like I said I would. And so I just dug this back, and I was like, this would look really nice. So this is where I started. I actually started in this section right here. Boom. I started with this staircase, kind of built that up, built this section around, and as you can see, there's the red going here and here. So I think this is absolutely fantastic. And really what it came down to is like, I need more of this stuff because this stuff doesn't make sense. The grass, it really does not make sense in a city. Go into any cities. Now, granted, you're going to have your parks and whatever, but there are very few green spots. Now, there are green spots where they want green spots, like in the garden, of course. We're going to have gardens. We're going to have flowers. We're going to have ponds and fountains. But we can't have grass roaming all over the place. That's not a city. Not how it works. Not how I'm going to work. So a lot of this stuff is going to get filled in with beautiful artwork, and not necessarily artwork, but beautiful patterns and designs for the floor to kind of make it so that people can walk around and really enjoy the city. I want to set up the way I want to set up the areas. I want to find good vantage points like this here. This is an awesome vantage point where people are going to be able to come up here, right? Just come up to the side here. Not only are you going to be able to see in through the windows, kind of, but you're going to get this view here. And this is going to be my harbor. I already planned that. I knew that I was going to do it, but I want to have a harbor. I want to have ships, possibly maybe build a dry dock type area. I'm not really sure how it's going to work, to be honest, but we'll see. But I do know that's going to be my harbor, so that's for sure. And all of this area is going to be a very cool vantage point. This is all going to be kind of blocked off, and it's going to be a higher level. And I don't know what just happened there. I just kind of glitched down, and I didn't want to do that. Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Anyways, yes. So this is a really cool vantage point. We're going to have some buildings up here. We're going to have a lot of things. And again, hello, Harbour. So we're going to have, it's going to be kind of like a lagoon style. Maybe, we'll have certain, the ships can go in there. We'd kind of come in here and have, yep, so a lot of cool stuff. And I'm very excited. And I kind of close that off with a couple blocks. So yeah, this is a really cool area, and I'm excited to get here. But in order to get here, I really needed to solidify, well, this. And obviously it's not going to end in a cross. That's going to go off in that direction, and then we're going to have this roll out over here. So a lot of these roads kind of will change, and for a good reason. I mean, look how much better that looks. Let's be honest, right? that. That or that. Yes, obviously we choose this. Now, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's my cup of tea. So, unfortunately, part of the way you're going to have to deal with it. All right, so yeah, so anyway, so I keep on touting I'm going to build this arena, and I am going to build the arena. I've just been trying to find the perfect spot for it, and, we were going to think about it up there, but again, I just don't want to have everything tied up in one location. So let's think, we're going to have the city hall back there. These roads are going to come back. And this little water area is probably going to go, to be honest. I still have all this to fill up to here. I don't know what this mountain is going to be, to be honest. I don't know. Up. Ooh, that's a lot of zombies. But we have all of this area here. So let's kind of, that's a lot of zombies. Anyways, so my guess is once we get this all filled in, again, that's going to go. Yes, I know. So once we get all this filled in, I'm thinking that this location right here is actually a perfect spot for an arena. So we've got the city hall there. We'll get the arena here. Plenty of space, obviously. Plenty. You can kind of have that all there. And then we'll have plenty of little roads and circlets to have lots of living spaces. So that's really exciting to me. We're going to have probably a beach back here, beach access. Yeah. So yeah, so there it is, guys. Arena here. Now that we have stuff out of the way, obviously city hall there. We're going to have a harbor here. We're going to have little shops and little houses and little things, which also means we're going to need a mob farm. So where are you guys? No. I don't know. Obviously down in this direction. Hi. Oh. Did I find you guys? Did I find you? Are you egged ones? I think you might be. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Nope. Just a little ideal. I'm kind of disappointed. You guys disappoint me. But you did drop a carrot, so that's also a bonus. Let's light this little hole up. This is dangerous. All right. Cool. So they were only able to spawn right here? Or like here? One of these spots. Anyways. All right. Where's my dirt? All right. Let's get back up. Ooh. So, yeah. Lots of plans. I need to think a little bit more complicated because, I really like this. This is all still going to be the same because, honestly, these houses are very... I'm probably going to end up converting these houses to the acacia wood, of course, which I think looks better. And it allows to kind of that separation between road and house so they don't merge. I mean, that's obviously going to stay stone. We know this because, well, it's massive. And I'm not going to tear this down to put it up in acacia. Not to mention it wouldn't look great. So... that's going to stay the same. All right. But this is another thing I wanted to do. So part of it's going to be on me. I'm going to decide some things. And part of it, I'm hoping that's creeper holes going to get filled in. I'm hoping that maybe from my lovely audience, you guys, you guys can kind of give me some suggestions. So we're gonna have we're gonna work out some plots and areas. And I'm gonna cut out here. I'm going to grab. We're gonna use this birch here. Boop. We're gonna have some spots, and I'm gonna make some signs. So when we come back, you will see me with everything that I need. All right, guys. I will see you in a second. Ba-boom. Psh. All righty then, my friends. So here we go. Let's get this ball rolling. All right. So we have some things that we're going to build, and I'm going to make it a little bit more organized. Okay. So we obviously have House Renquest. I don't really know how to speak that in Latin, but Renquest. All right, so we know that obviously this is here. We've got the Renquestian Mancio. So clearly House Renquest owns this building and this whole slot. What a little pincer move. Anyways, so what's next? Well, we want to build some other things, of course. All right, so let's put this down here. And my guess is, well, I've got this thing here, okay? And while the acacia farm here was very useful, I need to find a new place for it. This is just not going to do in the long scheme of things because it's kind of in the middle of town, all right? I want to kind of keep this lookout tower. I love this section's point of view. So we are going to do this, and we're going to call this Guard Tower 1. Okay? The Guard Tower 1 will be here. This is going to be kind of my lookout tower. This is going to be very tall. And I've looked up some designs for Roman guard towers, and you know, they've got a square base and a square top, and they got some porches around, which is very cool. So this is going to be the site of a guard tower, and I may also build in a little bit of a garrison house, just to kind of use up some space, which is very cool. Now this spot here, this is going to be number 1 for you guys. Hello. Now I've split it in half here, as you can see. Boop. So my assumption is that I'm going to get possibly two slots. So we're going to leave this up to you. And I'm hoping people see this episode. Otherwise, it's going to take a long time to build. Audience pick. These sections here are going to be for you guys. So I want you guys to think of something that would actually benefit the city. Nope. Yep. I know that's different, obviously, because it's different. I want you guys to think of something that would benefit the city, something that would actually be along the boardwalk. So maybe it's a little coffee shop. Maybe it's, you know, another type of building. Maybe it's just a house. Who knows? Or 2 houses. But yes, so I'm going to leave these up to the audience. And whatever you guys choose, I'll think through the different sections. And we'll go from there. So yeah, so this, try to think of an area. Now we have some challenges here. We've got a curved section here, and we've got this little outcropping here. So that's another thing to keep in mind. It's going to be different things. All right, so we've got guard tower. We've got the 2 audience picks there. And then up here, we know we're going to have different shops. Now, these shops are probably going to be pushed back just a little bit. So there's going to be multiple shop sections. So we're going to have some facing this. So these guys here. We're also going to have them kind of back to back, maybe have a little alleyway in between. So as you can see, this little alley comes in here. We'll have a little intersection for the alley somewhere here. And then the main road here, so that you're going to get a bunch of different shops in this area, also up top and below. So this is the shopping district. So, yep, shopping district. Hello. So yeah, you guys, yeah, and I'm not really going to ask per se. If you guys have suggestions on this, sure, let me know. I'm obviously going to take that. But just be known that there's going to be a lot of different sections for a lot of different items. And I'm going to sort it out. It's kind of, it's going to be very specific to certain builds. And we'll have a stone place. It's kind of unique. We're going to have just a bunch of different building assets all up in here. And then another thing that I was thinking is we're going to have one other building, and this one is also going to be for you guys. My guess is that I'm going to try to let it use this top level here. So keep it in mind here, and then we're going to try to keep the build within this section. Now, I've just built, obviously, an arbitrary set, and then this is going to be another audience pick. So, yes, now again, I'm going to go through and pick, obviously, things that make sense. You know, if somebody says, let's build a pyramid here. Well, the Romans didn't build pyramids, and, you know, that may fit in certain locations, and while a pyramid would be kind of cool, I don't think it would actually fit in the theme of a city, at least this city. So, yeah, so this hill here, you get this little hilltop. I'm going to say I'm going to try to keep it within this top section, so don't try to make it too huge. Just remember it's going to be about that. So it's that's probably about 25 by 25, something that would fit in that. And, you know, we can also make it work because we've got vertical height, of course. So, yeah, so that's that. And then this guy here, this is going to be the harbor. So we're going to mark this off as the harbor. And now there's going to be a lot of buildings in this area. And that's why I kind of wanted to avoid coming out too far, because I may have to have some buildings in here to go along with the harbor. But we're going to start it off with putting a sign here. Harbour. You know, and then this harbor is going to come equipped with a lighthouse. Yes, it is. So this may be a building, but I know that a lighthouse is going to come all the way from over here. Come on. Because what ships, and the lighthouse can come right here. So, what ships, let's be honest, can get really into a port like this, especially with rough seas, if there's no lighthouse? You know, and yes, lighthouses were back in back in those times. Now, they didn't have electronic lights, of course. They had giant bowls of fire they lit. I played a lot of Civilization, and I know that they had the Great Lighthouse, of course. I'm not sure what Civilization did it, but I know it's a world wonder that no longer exists. So, so if anybody knows that, which civilization built the Great Lighthouse, put it in the comments. See, that's another thing I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start asking you guys things, because I want you guys involved. Yes. Because I can't do this on my own. Well, I can, but it's boring that way. Okay, so, the other thing, let's go over here. So we know that I'm hungry, that we're going to build the arena in this section. Okay, so the arena is going to go pretty much right here. Yep, it's going to be an underwater arena. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to do this. Boom. It's been decided. The arena will be here. Kind of follow along this curve here. This lake will be turned into the arena, which gives me plenty of room. Plenty of room that way. Plenty of room that way. This may not be the center, don't get me wrong. So it'll probably be more that way, because I know that we're going to have the farm that kind of come out here. And we don't really want the farm to encroach too much. I think there's a second hill. Yeah. So it's going to be, you're going to have to use your imagination, of course. The wheat is going to come till about here. This hill. That hill is probably going to go. in favor of some buildings to kind of shift your mind from wheat field, which has grown, isn't it pretty? Yep. Back into city life. So it's going to be kind of a hard line. Yeah. So, but we're going to like it. We're going to like it, of course. So, yep, the arena's there. And we're going to have a bunch of houses and shops in here. So, as the city gets a little bit more developed, those of you guys, and this isn't just saying, where's the sun? Grab some grass, throw it up in the air. There it is. Okay. Those that, and I know this is actually getting really long. Probably not too long because I don't stop in the middle of my recordings, but we're getting close to the end. So those of you guys that help me pick some areas, we're going to build houses for you. Now, of course, we're going to have some Bloxcentric people that are going to give their opinions, and they're going to be useful, of course. But I'm going to hope that you guys that watch can kind of give some input. So those that give input that is used will automatically get a Renquestian Roman home somewhere in the city. And it won't be a dump. You'll get a nice little home. Middle class, maybe, depending. Actually, so this is what I'm going to do. So because it's going to be a city, everybody that suggests something will get a home. Now, if yours is picked... Ooh, let me turn that down. Music and sound. Music. I like you, but you're loud. Come on, guy. No, you down. No, you there. Oh, wow. That's really bad. All right. So anybody that suggests something, you will get a home. Now, if it ends up being that so many people suggest things that, I can't fit all on this island, well, we've got plenty of land, so we'll find a spot for you. So don't worry about that. Now, you guys can kind of, once I get to building your homes, I will find you. I will ask you what you would want in them, of course, given the certain plot size, and you can kind of customize it yourself. So that's cool, in my opinion, of course. So anybody that gets their decision picked, you're gonna get a upper to middle class home. Another creeper hole. Wow, this sucks. Anybody that has a really awesome idea that just doesn't cut it, you'll get, a home that is not necessarily the nicest, but some effort will go into it, of course. So I'd say, an artisan style. Maybe you'll get, a blacksmith type home or something. Who knows? And then other people will just get, named houses. So you will live forever on the Bloxcentric server in a home. Yeah. So I will try to do my best to get you all in here. Or, maybe it's still going to be an empty field. But either way, I tried, right? And that's all that counts. So yes, guys, please leave your suggestions because I would love to spend weeks and months working on all your houses in between my projects here. Also, one other quick thought before I leave, and I will get to pushing their welcome gift into their mailbox. Last episode, I kind of skirted around somebody's house. I couldn't remember who it was. Not that I couldn't remember. I just couldn't remember if they had released them at the time. It was a while since I last recorded that episode. There's somebody down in here. No? See? A little bit of redstone. Not necessarily ideal, but I just did it. So, yes, I wanted everybody to formally welcome the Neural. Yes, he started, and I think he's still on the unnamed server, but he has the greatest an awesome building series. I mean, it is just fantastic. If you guys haven't seen him, please check him out. He's going to be in the description forever. As long as he's on Bloxcentric, of course. And his spawn base is epic. I mean, I walked in the spawn. I looked up because he's got a little airship, as you could tell, and it's just jaw-dropping how beautiful it is. And I know I'm probably making him blush. Sorry, the Neural. He is from Portugal. I think I said that right. maybe. So give him a warm welcome. He is a new family member on this server. And if you have not subscribed to him, please subscribe, because he has a lot of cool stuff. He's kind of like me. He builds a lot. He talks a lot. You know, he's got a lot to say. And a lot of the stuff is really about his home life in Portugal and kind of how things are going. So, so yeah, check him out. He just does great stuff. Welcome, the Neural. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. I know I didn't really get much done in the episode, but we did, really. You know, we kind of solidified what we're going to be doing for a while. You know, hopefully with your effort or you guys' help, we're going to have 2 builds to put there. I already know what I'm going to put here. The shop's going to be an ongoing thing, of course. And you've also got another audience pick over there, up on the hill top, way up top, over there. So yeah, so we get the harbor, the arena picked, and then the rest is going to be housing and whatever I kind of come up with. You know, so if you like the episode, if you like where this series is going, if you like my builds, my aqueduct, then let me know. If you liked the new road style, check out last episode and then check out this. You'll kind of see the big differences. So let me know in the description. Your opinions are always appreciated. And as always, guys, we will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-byes.